Welcome to Granddad's Forge. Well, we got a lot to talk about today. A whole lot. But the main thing we're doing today is I got some really cool mail. But first, let's go through some administrative news that might be interesting. Well, first of all, okay, for those of you who know me, this is kind of funny. I am an ordained minister now. So, if you know anybody getting married or anybody dead, I'm your guy. Anyway, so what do we do? Well, I filed with our state. I am now, we're now an LLC, so it's Granddad's Forge Blacksmithing LLC. And we also have our federal tax ID number and Granddad's Forge Blacksmithing bank account. And we're pressing forward. Next we'll be trying to marry all that together with Etsy and eBay and building a website, that kind of stuff. And more importantly, I got a crap load of stuff I got to forge before I present it to the world. I want to have a big stockpile of various items. So it's going to be later on in the year till that happens. Yesterday, when I had a really busy weekend. Oh, it was awesome. My son, I'm so proud of him. Friday night, he got married to a wonderful lady. And I got to officiate the wedding. And it was actually beautiful. It was up in the Poconos, close to where he goes to school. And it worked out because the next morning, he graduated college at East Stroudsburg University, also up in the Poconos. And no sooner did he get his diploma in his hand, but we had to drive all the way to Scranton, Pennsylvania, and where he became an officer in the Army. Field Artillery, Second Lieutenant James Garman. I, his wife, and his son, we went up to pin his butter bars on his shoulders. And that was a huge honor. I am so tired. I am so proud of him, and it's an amazing weekend. Anyway, so we get back, and I empty out my mailbox, and I got this package from Jeff at Drason's Forge. So we're going to do an opening, a mail call, but first I have something else to show you, which is sort of related. Let's go back to Quad State. Quad State, yeah. First night at Quad State, we were hanging out at John Coffey's house. We had our forges and anvils set up, and I made this, my first hammer. Now it's made out of mild steel. John tossed me this and said, here, put a hole in this, because I had wanted to put a hole in some thick steel. Ended up making a hammer, my first hammer. Now it's made out of mild steel, so it's considered a tappy tap hammer for, you know, light work like chasing or repose or whatever. And then I got this wild idea after I got it all finished and was ready to put a handle on it. Brandon, way out there on the prairie at Kansas, in Kansas, the Frontier Forge web channel. Check it out. I'll put links down below. He put a couple videos out about how, you know, he was learning how to, or he was teaching us how to copper plate. So I paid attention, and I thought, why not? It'd be a good touch, be some nice contrast to copper plate this thing. And I don't know if you can really see. I'm going to try to get that in focus. Hopefully that's in focus. I can't see what you're looking at. But I kind of copper plated it. Now this has to be polished off. Well, I guess or it could just be polished and it'll wear off. Either way, it's coming off. But it gave it some cool highlights. You know, it's not the best thing, but it's special to me. Very special. Why? Because it's the first hammer I ever made. Secondly, it was made at Quad State, my first Quad State, and it was extremely special, and I thought this would be the end-all be-all of handles. I mean, of hammers. And I still have to put a handle on it, pick out a good handle, and I'm trying to decide whether to clear coat it or maybe just heat it up a little and put a wax, beeswax coating on it or something like that. Or my famous BLO beeswax, the famous BLO beeswax mix. Not sure. And I thought this would be something cherished for, you know, a long time to come, and I even wanted to try to engrave my touch mark in there. But, got to thinking, if this is what I think it is, it would be wrong for me to keep this for myself. Jeff, this is going to be yours. Why? Because you put a lot of heart, a lot of time, and a lot of your soul and personal work into a lot of presents that you were making for different members of the blacksmith YouTube community. And I was very, very much impressed. And it would just be right that since you're the king of repose and chasing, I figured it would be only proper to finish this for you and send this to you for what I think is in here. Now, if it's not in here, we'll roll with it. Okay. Another reason why I really don't need the chasing hammer right now, because this is all my collection of fine chasing tools. As you can see, it's still a cool small coil spring, and I was planning on using this to make some chasing tools. So this is way down on the list. I mean, I got 1,000 other projects, so it'll probably be sometime midsummer or mid-spring until I even need a chasing hammer, and I know how to make one already. So let's open up Drason's Forge package. Let's see here. You'd think I could. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, ooh, this is packaged really nice. And look at me. I'm not even. What the heck? Blacksmith without a knife. I'll be danged. Hold on. Oh, this is awesome. Good. Oh, and he even supplied the rivets. That's awesome. That is totally cool. Man, this is awesome. Look at this. Granddad's Forge logo. It's truly an honor to get one of these. This is amazing. I hope you can see that. And it's even on a piece of leather for me already. So, it's going on here, right there, till I can, till I get a better apron to sport it on. But it's amazing the talent you put into it, the skill, the time, and the heart. I thank you, Jeff. Now, I'm going to try to get this hammer out to you by Christmas. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm going to try my best. But also, I still owe you that journeyman spike, which I actually did start. But I'm going to try to put it on a video. It's going to be on the same video as Becky Smith. She won whatever I come up with to make. So, it's still a mystery, but I will show you. It involves this piece of wood. It's called a cookie, slice of a tree. This honking piece of metal, possibly not two, but one hand on this side, approximately this big, maybe. And this railroad spike. I'm not sure what you're gonna, if you can guess what I'm gonna make, but I'm gonna do my best, and it's gonna be the first time I have ever forged hand, or I should say hands, plural. It'll be the first time. So that's gonna be another video. And one last thing, remember Bottle Opener Blues Part 1? Yeah, there will be a Part 2. I don't know if you heard, but when my son was getting married, he requested 40 bottle openers to hand out at the wedding. Thank you so much to Ed, Christini, and Jim Patterson for saving my butt. I only got 30 done. They did the last 10, or they actually probably did the last 10 before I got the 30 done. Either way, we got all those bottle openers, and I learned so much making those bottle openers that Bottle Opener Blues Part 2 is going to be, I'm going to share with you the main things that I learned making the bottle openers. I think that's it. A lot going on. Wedding and graduation and commissioning of my son is behind me. I have one big present to make for Christmas yet. I'm not going to say for who, somebody in the family. And it's going to be a hanging pot rack. And I'll show you a picture from Pinterest up here on the screen in a minute. It was inspired by John Switzer from Black Bear Forge when he did the window grill series, and it was also inspired by the many times he and Roy Adams from Christ Centered Ironworks made hooks and such, and some other ones like County Line Forge, and everybody who's made hooks, I probably watched it. Even Yama's put out a challenge, an S-hook challenge, and that sort of thing. So that a lot of people have made hooks. I'm going to take ideas from everybody and sort of show you the final project. That's probably a January video that'll come out. But anyway, aside from that Christmas present and finishing this and finishing Jeff's spike and getting on to doing Becky's surprise here, I should be free to start making other videos that are kind of fun. And something's floating me around here. Anyway, I may have missed it, but remember, all this stuff came out because I thunk it. So, remember, Granddad's Forge, my motto is, if you thunk it, now you gotta make it. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hopefully I'll have another video out before Christmas, but if not, we'll get one out soon. Actually, a couple. So, maybe later today I can finish the other two videos that I wanted to shoot out. Thank you so much, Jeff. You're freaking awesome to the whole community. And you deserve more, but I think this is pretty cool because I put my heart into this too. So, love y'all. See you.